For those living under a rock for the past few decades, Michael Jordan is one of the most well-known athletes. While playing for the Chicago Bulls, he won 6 NBA championships, every award, and was widely regarded as the greatest player to ever step foot on a basketball court. An authentic all-star on and off the court. Michael Jordan transcended his sport to become one of the 1980s and 1990s idols. However, Jordan only made roughly $90 million from his NBA salary. He currently has a value of around $2 billion. So what is the source of all that extra cash? Given that endorsements make up a sizable portion of his income, his partnership with Nike continues to be extremely lucrative and reportedly brings in up to $100 million annually in royalties. Companies like Gatorade, Coca-Cola, Chevrolet, and many others have benefited from Jordan's popularity, and some still do. All of this contributes to the net worth. Jordan's ownership stake in the Charlotte Hornets is another significant factor in determining his net worth. Jordan owns approximately 90% of the Hornets, which are currently valued at around $1 billion. Thus, this represents a considerable portion of the $2 billion net worth. Jordan is also in charge of a small restaurant group that comprises upscale eateries. Michael Jordan's Steakhouse franchise is located in a Chicago suburb at 1000 North Florida. This and his other business endeavors, which have locations in Chicago, Connecticut, and Washington, can help to explain why, despite being the best player in the NBA, his pay doesn't even come close to covering his investments. But of course, among other things, how does he spend his enormous riches? So let's examine the things the basketball legend purchases with his money. But before that, welcome to Socialuxe. Our goal is to provide you with a dose of luxury and travel, houses and cars, and stories of successful people so you can be inspired to live an abundant, beautiful, and successful life. We upload videos weekly, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and feel free to comment any questions you may have down below. Enjoy! Jordan has a massive 7.39-acre, 56,000 square foot property in a Chicago suburb that includes a tennis court, an infinity pool, a putting green, and a massive 32,000 square foot house. The residence has 9 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, and a massive 23 welded into the driveway gate. This is just a friendly reminder to all which jersey number the basketball player wears while playing. If you consider that to be amazing, hold off till you hear the extras. It contains a full-court basketball facility with Jordan's children's name surrounding the Jumpman emblem in the center of the floor. Additionally, there is a pond, numerous lounges, media rooms, a fully supplied bar, and a contemporary open-plan layout. Reputed to enjoy cigars, Jordan has set up specially designed card tables and space for smoking them. Additionally, the game's room's doors were salvaged from the original Playboy Mansion in Chicago. All of this turns the location into a temple to sporting heroes and victories, but regrettably, this customization has made the property challenging to sell. The massive home has a price tag of $29 million and has been listed for sale since 2012. Despite all the work he put into it and the astronomical price tag, if and when he does find a buyer, Jordan will suffer a significant loss on the investment. But for the time being, Jordan doesn't need to move quickly because he is having a ball in his current residence. Michael Jordan now spends most of his time in Jupiter, Florida rather than outer space. His $13 million Florida house was finished in 2013. The room is enormous, 26,299 square feet, and has 18 different roof lines to create a house within a house. Construction took 18 months. Look, there are 11 bedrooms and 11.5 baths, and the building is contemporary. Additionally, there is a full-size basketball court, a cigar room, a guest house, and a pool house just like in Chicago. The building is situated in the extremely remote Bears Club, a neighborhood was renowned for housing well-known golf enthusiasts. Complete with a Jack Nicklaus-designed course, a golfing legend, the NBA great spent about $5 million on the land and another $7 million on building his custom home. When Michael wants to get away from it all, MJ owns properties in addition to the ones he calls home. He travels to Sky Haven Park City in Utah, the location of yet another mansion he owns. This particular one cost $7.5 million. There are just 5 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms in the house. Moreover, there are stunning views of the Wassaw Mountains. High ceilings and twisting staircases can be found within. The home provides luxurious features like an infinity pool, a full and private theater, and stadium seats. That was insufficient for a vacation home. Additionally, it has fireplaces with built-in flowing waterfalls and a golf room, of course. It begs the question of why Jordan would sell such a lovely house that served as both a vacation and a primary residence. The Charlotte Hornets, which Jordan owns, are the only NBA franchise in North Carolina, Jordan's home state, and the place where it all began for him. Additionally, he owns a lakefront villa in Cornelius on Lake Norman that he paid about $3 million for in 2013. The house has 6 bedrooms and is situated on the Peninsula Golf Course, a posh country club as one might assume. The Hornets play their home games at the Spectrum Center, 22 miles away from his house, making it a great, simple commute. The house has an indoor pool, a 12,301 square foot footprint, and a private dock with lake access. If Michael doesn't feel like driving to the Spectrum Center, MJ's holdings also contain a luxurious condo close to the arena on foot. The area fills the Trust Condo's exclusive 7th-floor penthouse around 7,000 square feet. The structure was once a modernist architecture with Japanese arch characteristics. For a little unwinding. For about $1.6 million, you can get a roof terrace with a glass canopy for secluded sunbathing, an outdoor kitchen, and a 360-degree views of the city. Good deal for MJ. This is MJ's outstanding collection of properties, which totaled $60 million. But how does he manage to intervene? He will, of course, require some opulent tea away from his houses. Jordan enjoys taking lavish vacations. The first is his aircraft, a Gulfstream G550 with the Jumpman emblem and the call sign N236MJ. Which includes his jersey number, the number of championships he won, and his initials. He spent $61 million on this, and he's also been known to rent out the 230-foot yacht Mr. Terrible, which has a full-size basketball court and 8 staterooms. Even though he might not be the owner of this particular behemoth at $80 million for the entire thing, we have no doubt that its deposit is more expensive than the average person's home. And we still haven't even reached his car. Here are some of the fantastic automobiles he has in his extensive garage. He first acquired the DB9 in 2004, the convertible version of the Aston Martin DB7, which Jordan already owned. With 470 horsepower, the DB9 anti-accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4.7 seconds. It has a top speed of 300 km per hour. The price of the DB9 Anti at the time of the release was $200,000. MJ also owns Trinity, one of the vehicles from the initial hypercar. A modified SLR engine is also included in the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, a special edition of the SLR. That produces 641 horsepower in the power output when it was published. The SLR 722 costs roughly $500,000 to purchase. However, used 722 listings today cost roughly around $1.2 million. It seems appropriate. One of history's most renowned athletes is the owner of one of the most recognizable vehicles ever. Throughout his NBA career, the Porsche 911 was first offered as a 2-door high-performance automobile with rear-mounted engine in 1963. A basic model Porsche 911 costs about $90,000. Jordan has owned the 930, the 964, and the 993 models of the 911. The Air Jordan 6 sneakers also borrow their design from Jordan's Porsche. And that wraps up today's video. What do you think of Michael Jordan's home? If you enjoy everything luxurious, check out our other videos, and if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and until our next video, we'll see you then.